great, or maybe don't bite.
No, I definitely, want long-term teasing, but this
will be called Wooden Way, and this will be sort of our honor coast wooden area. There'll be three large display cabinets on this side, which we can go into.
Okay, I'm gonna sue. That was impressive.
Pretty exciting for us because it allows us to do some things. Once the building's enclosed, now we can start the mechanical systems. We can actually now start the floor. And the dynamics of the floor, because we took the old floor out, 28,000 square feet, we bring the material in. It has to reside in your place for 2 or 3 weeks to sort of breathe and get used to the humidity, and then you can put the floor down. Inside of the old building, if you remember, between these pillars, there was a doorway there. There were 16 entry doorways. So once we stabilized these columns, and put a new rebar band around the building, we were able to take these walls out and make sure we had seismic stability in the building so it wouldn't fall down. And we opened up all this new exterior space to make an interior space. Well, actually, the other thing we're actually masking this is a terrazzo floor. So all of our floors, this has become a new high maintenance building with windows and terrazzo floors. How many of you guys used to come in this entry? Sure. Okay, so this is the southeast entry. You'll probably notice something different. There's no stairwell. We've taken the stairwell out. We've pushed this area out as far as we can. You can see it sort of angles out, and we've increased the footprint out in front of everything that we do in this building. We're taking advantage of a couple of things. One, putting our brand here. This is who we are, and you'll see this a lot in this building. And our colors. We finally figured out our colors. So you'll see our colors in living color.
Hopefully it's the right blue.
Well, that people will really you'll see it as we go inside. The gold that's up on top, you may think it's a brilliant, bright gold, but it is our gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so these kind of things excite me. So we're starting to get into our finishes, which is pretty cool. You'll see it now. We start pointing down the ceiling and give you some boundaries. This is another 20-foot concourse on the south side. What we did is we took a bit of our marketplace out to add to the interior concourse. But thinking swiftly, and thinking this is Southern California, we can still take advantage of the marketplace. We have these large articulated doors that actually go up. These are actually windows that actually we can raise up so that we can bring it outside in. So we have 5 entries all together, 4 corners. Yeah, we're going to do it in a better way. We're going to do it in an organized way. We may do some surprises with some new food items and things out there. So you can sort of get a sense of our blues and how we're trying to be factual with our blues. This is really the 285 blue that we are. There's that control room window that you can see out of. Okay, so just in terms of orientation of Pauley now. Pauley, remember the benches used to be on this side, students on the other side? Right. So now we flipped. Okay? And the reason we flipped is because the locker rooms are now on the other side. You see the hallway going down to the locker rooms over there. So everything's flipped. The benches are now on the north side. Students will be on these benches down below, and they'll also be on that section over there on the west end. Students will also be up on the upper level on this side. The media changed to this side. They flipped over to this side. The cameras will be on this side. The TV guy will be on this side on the floor. You can see what we did with the step tread patterns. They're all consistent now. So there's no long short. Although it was,
we just bring our beach chair.
yeah. So the seating that comes in, what you see now, those seats have been here for about 2 months. So this is the actual floor seating that had to come in before the floor came in. We're trying to put all the infrastructure in before any of the floor comes in, because once we put the floor in, we want nothing over it. Nothing lies over that. So we're all blue in seats now. No more cast system of gold versus blue. And you can see up on the top. Now you can see what our gold is. There are 3 flavors of gold on this thing. And then we have this all rebuilt. This is engineered so that the sound, again from the focus group, the sound that people make in the 3rd level will shoot up and shoot down. But if we have a concert, it shoots up and then it fades into an acoustic wall in the back. So we hope our engineering will start bigger and better. Now, it's not bigger, but theirs is obscene. And if you ask people, the courtside people can't see it, don't think. So this is built with that in mind. Our courtside can see this, so it's within reason. But we also have, if you look around the top where the national championship banners used to be, you'll see a section that isn't finished off. That's going to be an LED ring that goes all the way around the pavilion. So it's about 30 inches on the long sides and the corners. You see it's a little taller. We go 6 feet there because on every corner we're going to have a hustle board, stat board. So wherever you are, you'll be able to look up and see where the stats are.
Are they going to have the one that they had downstairs?
So there's 4 also on the corners,
Oh, so you'll have that on the
and there's also at the scoring table. For our inside stories, you get these tours from me. This is one of our challenges. This is now a newly painted roof. It's not a new roof, but newly painted. We figured out that roof has not been repainted in 48 years. And the paint was just sort of hanging there and waiting. So we pulled off what we had to, and it really came out this way. We had about 11 different entities living in this building before we took Pauley down, including the staff locker rooms. We had our Adidas group, we had the ticket office, we had our corporate group, Andy's group, we had our event management, we had our building management, we had a conference room in here, 11 different entities. And we had to, everyone's gone obviously, and we're only bringing 2 entities back, the event management and the building management. So those offices, there's one office here, this is the event management office, and then the game management office is at the other side. The reason we have these gates here is a little give back to the university as well. If you're around here long enough and you're active in intramurals or whatever on weekends, there's no restrooms on campus unless you go up to the dorms or over to Ackerman. So what we've done is we put these gates in here. We have rolling doors that sort of lock off and protect Pauley Pavilion. We can open these, and now these become restrooms available to the public. So we've given something back to the space. West entry. You'll notice that we sort of pulled this part of the building back. We did this to match the Acosta architecture. Since a lot of us were around when we did both areas, we wanted to make sure we didn't intrude on one building or another. So this now becomes a plaza. And so we're going to call this Ruined In Plaza. This is actually to give back to the students. And this is where the students will mobilize prior to the game. This is their entry. Someone asked about what stairs are going to be used. This is the stairway that the students will use to go down. But they're the only ones who are going to be permitted to ingress via stairway. We have a little ticket office here, auxiliary ticket office. We'll still use the main one over at CTO at the West Center. But this will be an auxiliary ticket office that we can use as well.
Advanced sales.
Here's the first concession stand. On this side.
When you talk about the ticket office, are they going to still use?
Yeah.
Still have that.
Yeah, but we hope the way we can refine this, assuming someone isn't dropping off a hard ticket, is if you're coming to pick up tickets, it's an electronic system, so they can pull the ticket anywhere. Yeah. And like Brian said, this will be customer service.
Hello, Becky.
What's she up to today?
She's got meetings.
Meetings.
Either that or she hates me.
So the other thing we've done is we've added 2 elevators to the mix. This is another elevator. The elevator on the corner over in the southeast has been renovated. It no longer takes about 5 minutes to go the entire route.
Mule on the top
Yeah.
with a mule.
we fixed that. This will be an active elevator for patrons, and then we have a second elevator where that purple is over there, and that one will be most likely our service elevator for the game. I'm going to take you down to the Pavilion Club. We're not going to go this way, but this will be the main entry down to the Pavilion Club. Okay? So this is the main entry. This is the north entry. This is where a lot of our doors will be. We're going to serve. We feel that most of our people will use Lot 7, valet parking, whatever we go with there. This is an area that we then can really start putting ourselves out with our logo, our colors. So we'll have a big, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but a big edifice that will be really proud of, you know, and it will talk about our athletic heritage, and we'll talk about an interactive way. It will allow us to do some videos, and we'll talk about who we are as UCLA. It's also no secret now that we're doing a statue of Coach Wooden.
this one right over here.
This is a bank club, and it's all looking good on it.
That's the main store.
Oh, okay. That'll be 3 boxes for the stuff that we can choose from. But as we curate this place and start moving that stuff around with new displays, you might see that at some point. So this is a pavilion club. It's a room that we can do about 300, 350, depending on the event that we do. This will be for basketball, men's basketball, will be used as a pregame and halftime opportunity on a membership basis. Cost for us to get underneath the seats, we would have had to shore up the old building, probably take out all the concrete up there, go next to the stadium, and then build it back. It was multi-million dollars. There'll also be a large screen TV with all kinds of Xbox and goodies there. A lot of comfy couches. This is where they just hang. This is their place. This is their actual locker room. This is a mock-up of the locker that they have. It's a cherry wood locker, 3 foot wide, much like a country club locker. There'll be 20 of them along with you. So this is an area where, you know, when I bring a coach in here, they all have different ways they're going to use it. So when I brought Coach Close in here for her first tour, she knew exactly how she was going to use this. She's all about efficiency. So what she's going to do, this building is wired. Everything that we shoot in this building goes back to a main server. And we can pull anything off the main server anywhere we want in this building. So they can practice on the court, they can shoot it, they can come in here, they can replay it, see what they did right or wrong, and back out and do it again. So it's all about this will be for the basketball teams, and potentially we'll bring volleyball down here too, to try to get some traffic out from our original weight room. But this will be plenty of equipment. This is the official locker room. We like to have the officials right next to us as opposed to your opponents. So. Want your enemies really close. So now picture yourself coming out for pregame. Same thing.
Blending out both teams going into this tunnel, or the tunnel on the opposite side was for the public.
I didn't understand.
And this is the team. So the other one, when the men's coming this way, so if you're going the going card from here's another one.
That's what I'm saying. Once this was all built up,
No, both
they cut this wall.
the visitors' locker room is much smaller on the west side. It's not behind. It's in behind the bleachers over there.
They had built a tunnel system. Yeah, this is new. So they built this tunnel actually out here, all 70 feet of it. And then they started pushing it on a rail system.
All the dirt out this way.
And they had a Caterpillar going in, and all the dirt was coming this way. And they were pushing the tunnel. Here's your new restrooms on the floor.
Ooh, nice.
It comes down. There's 2 reasons why we left these 2 corners of steps. And they're skinnier than before, which makes me excited because it gives us actually more storage that we need desperately. Yeah, so everything on the outside, all those doors are now storage for us. But this and that stairwell and that tunnel over there, and now the fact that we've actually opened up exiting on every island casino that wasn't there before. All this adds to the fire egress. Okay, so while we were able to minimize this, we were able to take that stairway out, and now it becomes a storage room. The reason we left these 2 was 1, fire exiting, and 2, when they do graduations in here, this is where the students come down and do their procession. That area right there is a new Adidas store. So instead of these little concession push carts or these things nestled in the wall, now we have an actual merchandise store. And we have a coffee house right there. And this area right over here is our grab and go market. And this is, again, listening to what people wanted. And this is where we're able to accommodate people for their organics, their kosher, their vegan, their gluten-free. Everything will be done there. Grab and go. What's that? The donor wall?
Donor wall.
Donor wall will be where that door is on that side. On the other side, there'll be a nice donor wall.